Hi, everybody. Sometimes students will come and they'll tell me that, okay, I understand the difference between the mean and the median. The mean is that mathematical average, it's the balancing point in the data, kind of like a seesaw. And extreme values can pull the mean towards them like a little kid on a seesaw that gets further and further out can balance out larger people on the other side of the seesaw. Okay, I get that. And the median is the middle score. If I rank all the scores, the person or value right at the 50th percentile, right smack in the middle, is the median, and it doesn't care if they're stretched out or skewed or whatever. Okay, I get that. But which one should I be using? And this is the fun part of statistics because the answer is it depends. Stats isn't like math where 2 plus 2 is always equal to 4, unless you're working in base 3, in which case it's equal to 10, but I digress. With statistics, the answer often depends on the question and the situation. And what's really kind of fun is sometimes both the mean and the median are the correct value to report for a question, just depending on your perspective. So I want to illustrate that with an example from years ago, it was long ago before I was teaching this course, and so I can't remember the exact details, but I'll just plug in some numbers to help. I was visiting a relative who worked at a company, a large company that was engaged in labor negotiations, and it looked like, are they going to go out on strike? And he comes home from work one day, and it's like, that's it. We're going on strike. You can't trust management. They're lying to us. They're lying to us. We can't trust them. We're going to strike. And I asked, like, what's up? What's up? And he said, well, we know from the union has told us that the typical person is paid, I can't remember the numbers, but we'll say is paid $30,000 a year. And in the meetings today, the company said the average salary is 40,000. They're lying. We know it's 30,000, not 40,000. They're lying to us. So we can't trust them. We're going to go on strike. And as we talked more about it, it became clear to me what was going on. From the union's perspective, the union, when they're saying the typical person is paid 30,000, was it? The they're using the median because they want to describe the typical person, which is at the 50th percentile. And you don't want to have a few people paid crazy salaries that pulls the average higher for all those crazy salaries and make it look like everybody's getting paid a lot because you got a few people that are really highly paid. So the median makes complete sense for the union. If you're the employees, you're really interested in what's the 50th percentile, what's the median salary. That makes complete sense. But from the company's perspective, the number that matters is the mean. And that's because what is the mean? The mean is the sum of, in this case, would be the sum of all the salaries divided by the number of workers would give you the mean salary. And if I want to make sure, if I'm the CFO and I want to make sure that no checks bounce at the end of the month when we pay people, I want to make sure all the checks clear. What I need is the mean salary. So I can take the average salary. Let's say the average salary is 40,000 a year, and we've got, 40,000 a year, and we've got 1,000 people. Our salaries are going to be $40 million, 40,000 times 1,000. That's the total amount of money I've got to have in the bank, or else the checks will bounce. I don't care about the median. The only number that matters to me as the CFO is the average, because that's how I make sure people get paid. So each of them is reporting the number that makes complete sense from their perspective. But people are starting to talk past each other. They're not listening. They're not getting it in that sense. Both answers are right. Nobody's lying. Nobody's being dishonest. Nobody's being sleazy. They're just two different ways of looking at the exact same data that are correct from two different perspectives. Really cool. I tried to explain this to him. They went on strike anyway. But that's another story. Okay? Take care. Hope this was helpful. Bye bye.